Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're doing more vintage cube draft. What we got here, I mean, it's Minsc and Boo. So it's just crazy how good Minsc and Boo is, honestly. I do have a couple of trophies already with Minsc and Boo, dot decks where you just go red, green, and you have a bunch of mana dorks and you play broken stuff ahead of schedule. But I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take that. I mean, there's really nothing else in consideration. They did add Ice Explorer, which is kind of neat. There's Show and Tell, Memory Lapse, but like Minsc and Boo is just absolutely insanely ridiculously strong. Speaking of absolutely ridiculously insanely strong, we could take fourth Aerlingus and we could just be like Naya bombs and fixing and removal and good stuff. I like that. Also in this pack, we have Daze, Slick Shot Show Off, Chromox for ramp and acceleration. Eternal Witness is not bad either. I think here we just take the fourth Aerlingus though. It's going to be pretty good. All right, now we get a... Honestly, there's not too much here for us. Cankerbloom is something at least that can blow up artifacts and enchantments in green. If you get Ajani specifically, Goblin Bombardment can be pretty good. I'm probably just going to take Deathgreater's Champion. This card is pretty strong and it can push out a lot of damage very, very quickly. So I think we're going to go ahead and take that right here. Maybe we wheel the Waterlogged Grove or something. Yeah, I'm going to take the Deathgreater's Champion. Seems nice. All right. Well, if we're going to be red-green, we might as well just take Once Upon a Time. This is a great opportunity to take it. It is broken and banned for a reason. I mean, it allows you to keep very sketchy hands, and this just smooths out your opening hand so effectively. If you need a land, you get a land. If you need a threat, you get a threat. And in the late game, it's respectable, but obviously the brokenness is when it's in your opening hand and you like play it. I do like that, and there's not too much else here. I mean, there's a Blood Crypt and a Plateau, but Plateau does help with the fixing, but I think I would rather actually, wait a minute, we don't know if we're going to be red-green. Maybe we're red-white splash green. I changed my mind. I think we're going to take Plateau. Once Upon a Time is great, but maybe we can wheel the Once Upon a Time, whereas Plateau I think might not wheel. Okay, what do we get? Now we see Raffine's Tower does not really help with their fixing. Breeding Pool and Raffine's Tower both do not really help with the fixing. I think I honestly just take a Seasoned Pyromancer here. Just a good card draw engine, helps us get out of jams, makes bodies, etc. Spyro good. There's also a Wheel of Fortune, but I don't think this is quite the deck for that. Okay, after Spyro we do see a Renin 6. I do like that. There's also a Hex Drinker as well, but I just really like Renin 6. We don't currently have any fetch lands, but we are going to take those rather highly. I mean, this might be more of like a preference thing. Hex Drinker may just be the correct pick. You could also take like a Witch Enchanter, but I just really like Renin 6. I think it's great. We're going to take it here. All right, now we see not too much. There's Spar's Headquarters, which helps with the green and white. If this was the Naya one, I think I would just take it. But here, I mean, I don't see any reason not to just take a Unholy Heat, solid removal spell, and you need cheap interaction to deal with all of the premium threats in the cube. It's kind of bad, but I think I'm just going to take Sheltering Landscape here. I'm not a big fan of these ones. The Modern Horizons 3 fetch lands, like, they're okay. It's just, I don't know. It's such a big tempo cost. I mean, okay, you could treat it like a Evolving Wilds for your colors, and that's okay, I suppose. Amped Raptor is fine. Goldspan Dragon's also fine. The Amped Raptor, I mean, we could theoretically get more energy stuff, and then this card's really good, but I think just given that we're a little light on fixing means we probably want to take Sheltering Landscape. All right, I'm going to take Fear of Missing Out here. It goes along with our Delirium theme for Unholy Heat, and it can help us get out of situations where our hand's clogged up and we just need to get more things. All right, so we will take Fear of Missing Out here. And we see Eternal Witness versus Loran of the Third Path. So Eternal Witness can get back a lot of our good stuff. Loran is helpful for blowing up artifacts or enchantments. It's also a single pip as opposed to a double pip. That's close. I think on average I'm gonna want Eternal Witness more, and I'm gonna want to be base red green more. Take Goblin Bombardment here just in case. Field of the Dead could work. Voldaren Epicure, this does not feel like a Voldaren Epicure deck at this moment. I think I just take Ghost Vacuum, maybe even play in the main board. Alright, nothing really here for us. We'll take a Witch Enchanter for free, that's nice. And an Everflowing Chalice. Maybe makes the deck, maybe not. Not the strongest start. I mean, it started off pretty good with the Minskin Boo into the 4th Aerlingus, but then the rest of the pack kind of petered out a little bit. We didn't get any like Broken Fast manas or any mana dorks. We saw 0 elves. And you really want elves in this kind of a deck in order to go fast. So hopefully we find something like a Mox. Oh, look at that. Nice. Get a Mox Pearl. Excellent. It's slightly on color. I think our base color is going to be red and green, but obviously white is our splash, so that helps out quite a bit. Other than that, we have Sunbillow Verge for fixing. We have Burst Lightning, Zyator's Proving Ground. If we wheel the Urza Saga, that could be good because we already have the Ghost Vacuum and the Mox Pearl. Those are strong. Yeah, not really much to consider here. I mean, we're just taking Mox Pearl because it's Mox Pearl. Not a lot of thinking there. Okay, now we see Bonecrusher Giant, Bloodstained Mire, Prime Time, and that's kind of it. There's a Sacred Foundry, but we already have the Plateau. Probably just take the Bloodstained Mire here. We're base red. If it finds our Plateau, if we get a Stomping Ground or a Taiga, it can get our green source. So we'll just go ahead and take that. And then we're just looking to fix up the mana. I mean, okay, we're not super committed to green. Like, this is our only really green intensive card over here. We could easily be base red-white splash green, and then we don't even need Wrenn and 6. We don't even need Eternal Witness. If we just see like a ton of good white cards, I could see Abandoning Ship. We have the Giver of Runes. We have the Goblin Bombardment. So like if we see an Ajani next pick, or a Guide of Souls. I mean, Guide of Souls is just kind of ridiculous. And honestly, that alone is starting to make me want to go more into a red-white deck as opposed to a red-green deck. And what was I going to say? We don't, yeah, like I was saying earlier, we don't have the Mana Dorks, so we don't have that going for us. Wrenn and 6 is cool and all, and we do have a fetch, but I mean, Guide of Souls is Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls is insane. So we will take that. And now we're starting to look more Boros, which is not bad. Goblin Bombardment's kind of hanging out a little bit. It's good, actually, with a Seasoned Pyromancer and whatnot. Now I could just take either Council's Judgment or Lurrus. I think I like taking Lurrus here. Lurrus can buy back Guide of Souls, Giver of Runes, etc. We're definitely not going to Companion Lurrus at this point. But, oh, actually, wait, there's a Savannah. Savannah might be more appropriate to take here at this point. I do like the Council's Judgment and the Lurrus, but we might as well just shore up the green fixing here. Yeah, I think I like that. Lurrus is good. Lurrus would have been strong. All right, now we see more fixing with Prismatic Vista, which we could do. But there's also a Screaming Nemesis, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that. Screaming Nemesis is pretty good, really aggressive card, so it goes well with what we're trying to do here. Oh, there's a Ajani. Perfect. Okay, get out of here, Eternal Witness. Probably Wrenn and 6 too. We're just going to splash Minskin Boo. We're Boros. We did it. We're Ajaniing. It's happening. He's out here with his brother? Question mark. Probably brother. All right, we're going to take a Ajani. We could wheel Kellen or Headliner Scarlet. Those would be good. Or a Lush Portico would not be bad. But yeah, easily taking the Ajani. Very good here. Now we get the choice between Robber the Rich and Flame Slash. I think Flame Slash is just really cheap, efficient removal that we're going to take. Now we can just probably take Lelia. Pretty strong card. You can also... Razorverge Fake, it's okay fixing. Cathar Commando's fine. But I think I would rather take Lelia here. We're getting a little choked on 3s, but we do have a Mox, which helps a little bit. Alright, our fixing is looking pretty good. Curve is looking nice. Definitely need some more 2s. There is a Sunbillow Verge, which is good fixing, but I think we just want the Burst Lightning here as another cheap interactive spell. Would not mind a Sunbillow Verge, of course, at all, but we're going to take the Burst Lightning. Alright. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty strong here, so we'll see what goes on. Okay, we see a Lightstall Inquisitor versus a Bonecrusher Giant versus an Oust. I like the Lightstall Inquisitor. I think I'm going to take the Bonecrusher Giant, though. It plays both roles of both a threat and interaction, so that's exactly what we are looking for. This is not a... I guess this allows the Bloodstained Mire already got our main colors. Maybe we just take a Figure of Destiny. Figure of Destiny is not amazing, but we're going to take the Rogran Triumph on a spec. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the Rogran Triumph on a spec. We might not play it, but if we open like a Time Walk or something, then we're going to be pretty happy that we took this. Because Time Walk's pretty strong. Alright, Council's Judgment Wield. That's nice. We have way too many 3-drops, though. We need to lower this curve. Ephemerate is not great, but we'll take it. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for like Ocelot Pride. We're looking for Flage. We're looking for... Okay, nothing really here for us. Ooh, Touch of Spirit Realm last pick. Not bad. Okay. Ooh, another Mox. Alright, our deck's looking great. All it took was a couple pieces of power. So, other than that, this pack's pretty strong. We got Stomping Ground for the Minsc & Boo. We have Monstrous Rage and Firebolt as good options. And I say Thraben... I don't know if I mentioned Thraben Spectre. Thraben Spectre, of course, very strong card. But yeah, just going to take the Mox Jet here for sure. Now our deck is looking a lot better, and these 3-mana cards looking a little less suspect because we have a little bit of free mana acceleration, which is good. Alright, what do we see now? We see Luminarch Aspirant, Inspiring Vantage, Tarfire, Elspeth, Savai Triumph. I think I just take Luminarch Aspirant here just as another threat. And it helps you to scale your creatures. So yeah, I like taking the Luminarch Aspirant here. We can wheel maybe the Inspiring Vantage, and that would be good fixing. Or maybe we play Elspeth as top end. We are making a lot of tokens. Doesn't really work with Minsc & Boo because it's legendary, but it works with a lot of our other cards. Okay. So now, what do we see? Dreadhorde Arcanist can buy back Unholy Heat, Flame Slash, Burst Lightning. It's okay. I feel like I would rather take a Commercial District, or perhaps a Serra Paragon would be more appropriate. Yeah, let's take a Serra Paragon here. We can maybe wheel a Starting Town or a Commercial District, but Serra Paragon letting us buy back all of our great 3-drops, or maybe Ajani and Bombardment if one of them dies or gets milled or something. I think that's going to be pretty effective. So we'll take the Serra Paragon. Now we see Wandering Emperor versus Fiery Confluence. That's a close one. They're both pretty good. I think I maybe give a little bit of an edge to the Fiery Confluence just because it's not something that we're not really playing at instant speed too much, and I like the Fiery Confluence for I think it has a little bit more versatility. Plus, if we're going to be more aggressive, then the dealing 6 to face becomes a lot more relevant. Okay, now we see Mother of Runes versus Voice of Victory. That is honestly kind of close, which is weird. Voice of Victory is really good. It also makes a lot of bodies for Guide of Souls. I think Mother of Runes is pretty good though, strong enough to justify taking here. I don't think we will the Voice of Victory. Maybe we will the Skyclave Apparition or the Chainsaw. Those could be okay. But yeah, definitely taking Mom here. Now I just take Chandra. There's also Flame Tongue Kavu, which is fine, but I think I would much rather have the Chandra Planeswalker here. Ooh, Chain Lightning versus Palace Jailer. Those are good. Those are really good cards. I think I lean a little more towards the cheap interaction side with the Chain Lightning. Also more burn to go to face. So we're looking like between that and the Fiery Confluence and whatnot, we can probably have a lot of reach in the late game to deal those last few points. Now this is interesting. Do we go Arena of Glory or Umezawa's Jitte? So like hasting out a Death Greeter's Champion could be strong, or Bone Crusher Giant. The Jitte is really nice though, to be honest. We can cut the Ghost Vacuum. So this is close. This is really close. I think I'm gonna lean on the Arena of Glory potentially getting us hasty stuff. I could have been wrong. All right. Now we see Thraben Inspector, Monstrous Rage, Firebolt, and Stomping Ground all wheeled, which is crazy. That is a lot. Which one do I want more? How are we doing on mana for the... well, we have a Savannah. Stomping Ground kind of gets us there. It does get us there with the Minsc & Boo, and I think Minsc & Boo is very strong and justifies taking that card here. All right, let's take Elspeth. Elspeth seems great as top end. We get a Commercial District for free. I think we want that over the Flicker Wisp. Now we just make sure we're not playing any other... Oh, we wield the Wandering Emperor, which is good. Okay. Wield the Wandering Emperor. Let's make sure we don't have any other tap lands. I can get rid of the Sheltering Landscape. We don't need that anymore. We have enough green fixing. So this is looking good. We have we need to make some cuts. So we could probably cut some of the... Ooh, Voice of Victory Wield. That's excellent. That's really nice. That's looking very good. I think we don't need Sarah Paragon. We could probably get rid of like one of these things. Maybe Screaming Nemesis. We can bring it in certain matchups. But on average, Lelia and Death Greeter's Champion, I think are going to be a little bit better at dealing more damage, at least, and giving us card advantage, respectively. So right now, if we have 7-15-ish land, so I think we need to make at least 2 more cuts. I like all the 1s. I like all the 2s. We can definitely cut. So I think we cut the Wandering Emperor, to be honest. We can cut Delayed Blast Fireball. And okay. Do we just cut Elspeth? Is it just like we don't need that on the top end? Oh, there's also Witch Enchanter as a land, which is nice. So right now, if we play 8 lands, we have like 17 mana sources in the deck. Right? If we do this, technically, it's like we have 17 mana sources. And we just get to play a lot of spells. I might be inclined to cut one more card though. So which one? Which one do we want to cut? I think it's gonna be the... No, Death Greeter's Champion's pretty good. How are we doing on removal spells? Maybe we cut Touch the Spirit Realm. I think Touch the Spirit Realm. We don't have a lot of combos with the channel ability, and look, if we need the hard removal, we can side in. We can like take out a cheap removal spell, like a Burst Lightning, bring in Touch the Spirit Realm. But I think as of now, we should be fine. All right, let's add our basics. 5 and 3 probably makes sense. Really, another planes. So right now for red, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's pretty good, right? We counted that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not bad. So like a 10-9 mana base. And then for green, we're definitely fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be okay. All right, I think that's good. All right, deck looks sweet. And we'll see you for the games. All right, we are on the play against Kaiser Wilhelm 81. So we'll go first. And this hand's okay. We'll keep it though. We can hold up a turn 1 mountain for Unholy Heat something. Next turn we can go FOMO, pitch an excess land or something. Okay. Oh, Mana Dork. Perfect. We're gonna bolt that bird for sure. Okay. Now we'll go. I think we'll just go planes, and then we'll use FOMO, discard an excess planes. We draw a Give Reverence. Not bad. Next turn, maybe they play another Mana Dork, and we Flame Slash that. Ooh, Chain Lightning. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Sylvan Safekeeper. All right. Well, let's attempt to Burst Lightning this. Will you save it? I doubt it. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Give of Runes. Pass the turn. We're definitely a little lacking right now, but we have plenty of draws that can change that. We have a Flame Slash that can answer quite a lot of stuff. Okay. Big draw. Okay, Bloodstained Mire, not bad. We can just surveil with that. And then we attack for 1, holding the Witch Enchanter in hand, of course, for more, for interaction if they play an artifact or enchantment. Okay. Ouroboros. Well, luckily we have the answer for that in hand, but that's a little bit of a scary card for sure. All right, let's do this. We'll get the Commercial District. We see a mountain, put that in the bin. Okay, Voice of Victory. Okay, we'll start with that, so that way they can't play some kind of weird combat trick thingy to like grow the Ouroboros. Perfect. Now we go Flame Slash the Ouroboros. Get out of here. They can't use anything because we have the Voice of Victory out. And at this point, I am just going to go ahead and pass the turn because I want to protect the Voice of Victory. Opponent may have like a free pump spell in hand. Opponent says, hold on, we can move this up here. Opponent says, obviously, in the chat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what do you expect? Okay, so that tells me that they probably have some sort of mutagenic growth or invigorate or something like that, but yeah, so far we're good. Might want to bring in the okay, there's passing turn. Great. All right, cool. Go to our turn. Mox Jet. Yeah, that's fine. All right, go to combat. Attack for 3. Get a couple of tokens. I see no reason to do anything else. Just pass the turn. This will kill them in 6 turns. So hopefully that'll work. Okay, Ignoble Hierarch, fine. Passing the turn, I presume. Okay. Not a great draw. It's okay. We get to keep repeating the play pattern until something happens. Right. They go to 13. We have a lot of good draws in the deck. Guide of Souls would be great. Ajani. Bombardment. Bombardment would be sick, actually. Good combo with the Voice of Victory. Ooh, we're hasting something out. We're hasting something out here. Prime time. Yeah, double triggers. That's pretty bad. All right, I think we're definitely going to be sideboarding in the Touch the Spirit Realm. This is pretty bad. Gaia's Cradle and Bountiful Landscape from the opponent. They're just going to smack me for 7 here. We're going to take it. They're going to get 2 more lands out of the deck. We are going down to 12. We do not have a fast clock at all. We could really use a Minsc and Boo right now, to be honest. Or Goblin Bombardment I would also be, that would be acceptable. Okay, we're gonna take this. They have a, wow, they have a lot of landfall triggers. Ooh, Guide of Souls, not bad. Yeah, we'll play that. Guide of Souls. And then we go to combat, and then we attack with the Voice of Victory. We get a couple of triggers. We get 2 life, 2 energy. This prime time is going to be kind of annoying, but at least we should be, I imagine we'll be okay. This seems like they have the card that doubles power based on landfall. If they have that, they have that, and we can't stop that at all. Okay, so we get 2 Guide of Souls triggers. We get to yield to the energy generating abilities. Go to 2 energy. We do not get to fly anything, which is unfortunate. But we have a pretty strong play here. If I had another planes, I would have just gone Witch Enchanter and then had the 3 energy and then go from there. But yeah, I think we're doing all right here. Okay, the Voice of Victory tokens go away. All right, Twisted Landscape. Okay, they're just thinning the deck, I think. So probably don't have anything. We'll see though. What do you got? Quarry Steel Cutter, not bad. Into a Monstrous Rage on the prime time. Now it has Trample. Uh-oh. All right. So we're getting smacked for like a ton of damage. Just very unfortunate. Just get more lands out of the deck. Increase the chance that they just have even more stuff. Did they only get 1 land? Oh man. You just have nothing but gas in the deck. We're just gonna try to save a couple points of damage here. Berserk. Ooh, that'll do it. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be an 18 power creature. All right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Let's bring in the Wandering Emperor, bring out Chandra, bring in Touch the Spirit Realm. We definitely need the Burst Lightning. We can just bring out the what do we bring out? Elspeth? No, Elspeth's pretty good. Kind of just need to go fast. These are good cards. Mom is good. Guide of Souls. It's one of the 3s, I think. Maybe it's Deathgreater's Champion. Their creatures are just so much bigger than ours. All right. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Opponent's doing the whole combat trick, red-green stuff, which I think is a pretty cool new archetype. It's going to be a little tricky for us to beat, but as long as we go fast, we should be okay. There were several turns there if we drew like 4th Airlingus, we just win, but that's okay. This looks fine. I think we keep this. It's lacking a little bit, but it has a turn 1 play, which I like. So yeah, we'll go Savannah Mox into Luminarch Aspirant. They also have the Ouroborite. It seems really likely that they could have just insane curve out turns and deal a ton of damage to me. This Luminarch Aspirant, though, at least is growing. Unfortunately, we don't have a mountain, so if they play a Mana Dork, we can't Flame Slash it. But at least we get to Surveil next turn. Oh, is this just going to be a removal spell on the Luminarch Aspirant? Chrome Mox. Okay, they have acceleration as well. They got rid of Eternal Witness. They go red-green for a... could be Stomp. Stomp would be really bad. Lightning Greaves. Ooh, they probably have something pretty good. All right, we'll bin that. Do that. Smack them. Yeah, Lightning Greaves that's pretty good. Haste and Shroud. Quarry Steel Cutter. Oh, okay. No plays. No plays. All right. Maybe this Luminarch Aspirant will solo them. Ooh, Witch Enchanter. All right. That seems really good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go Arena of Glory. And then we will blow up the... We'll just blow up the Chrome Mox because it seems like they're a little bit tight on mana. So if I take away their mana, they should cease to function for the rest of the game. All right. And then we're just smacking them to death with a 4/4. And now it's going to be 5/5. And we're going to go Elspeth, and we're going to like make a bunch of tokens and stuff. Ooh, Lelia. That's fine. Let's just go to combat. We'll put the counter here to diversify, and then we'll attack for 7. Okay, and then we go Elspeth, and we make a couple bodies, and that should seal the deal here, I think. Excuse me, hard to imagine. Yep, okay, cool. So they didn't do much that game. So I do have to try to kill them fast, and I have to be careful. On the draw, anything different? Screaming Nemesis could be interesting over, say, something like the Spyro. Spyro does help me find all my good cards. Actually, wait. They have a lot of big stuff. What if we just do that? Possible. It is possible. Or we could just cut Elspeth for it. Yeah, what if we do that? What if we cut Elspeth for Spyro? I think so. Or Elspeth for Screaming Nemesis, rather. I think that makes sense. All right. Ideally, we play a 3-drop on turn 1 with double Mox in order to steal the play from my opponent. This hand looks great. Really strong. We get to go Voice of Victory turn 1. Okay, let's keep this. Yeah, this is great. Okay, just gonna go Twisted Landscape, get a land. All right, sounds good. What do we start with? We start with the... Well, we always go Plateau into Mox Pearl, and I think we want to go probably Voice of Victory first. Doesn't seem like they'll have as many answers to that. I think that leads to the strongest possibility here. Next turn, we can just go like Ajani and Commercial District, and then we go Fourth Aerlingus. That's really good. Hopefully no Lightning Bolt from the opponent. I saw Unholy Heat specifically, right? So Unholy Heat currently does not kill Voice of Victory, whereas it does kill Ajani. So that is something to consider. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to see what the opponent does. Forest, Mountain, Core Steel Cutter. Oh, 0 spell? No 0? Ooh, a Chrome Mox into the Core Steel Cutter. Very strong. Very strong from the opponent. Very nice. Man. Do I block? Oh, okay. They're just not going to attack. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. So that was really good. Oh, they have Tifa. Man, their deck is sweet. They cannot cast anything, so I get to freely attack for some amount of damage here. So, yeah, let's do that. So we go to combat. We attack them. Make some bodies. They block that? Sure. What? It doesn't matter. We go Ajani, make a guy, and then the Commercial District. And we see Wandering Emperor on the top. Definitely want that. Absolutely. Next turn, we can do quite a bit. That Wandering Emperor is going to save our butts, for sure. All right, let's see what they got. 3 mana. I see... What do we see? Endurance. Interesting. Okay. Okay, just passing the turn. Fair enough. We can attack with a cat. I like that. Okay, let's play a Arena of Glory, I guess. Sure. Arena of Glory. I can attack with a cat because they're not going to block. Go to combat. Attack with cat. Wandering Emperor on my turn is going to be pretty nice. And then Fourth Aerlingus, we can just like smack them for 5 billion damage. I think that'll be good. All right. comes the cat. They're not blocking. Yep. Cool. Pass a turn. Kind of weird that they like played endurance like that. Oh, because I have Voice of Victory, duh. Ooh, Lightning Greaves. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good card in this particular situation because the Wandering Emperor is going to make things a little tricky. Okay, what do we got? Monstrous Rage on that guy. Yeah, I like that. Sure. Okay, they're going to like equip. Yep, that's fine. So this is okay. Like whatever they, oh, they didn't equip the Lightning Greaves. What? Why didn't they do that? We just get the, are you serious? Are they dead next turn? Okay, wait, dead. It's a dead check time. So if we Wandering Emperor and then we put the +1/+1 counter on the Voice of Victory and then we block here, we take 6. This has a +1/+1 counter. Then we go to our turn, we give another +1/+1 counter to something. Maybe like the Ajani, I guess, or the cat, probably the cat. And then we go 4th Aerolingus, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 3, so 6. So 6 damage, 7, or actually I guess we do put it there. So like we put this here, they can only block 2. So we're presenting a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. Okay. So in that case, it's not death. Therefore, we simply Wandering Emperor, and then I minus on this little guy, gain a lot of life points, block the monk. I don't need to block. Oh, they just concede. Okay. All right. That's how it goes. So I think the opponent's deck was super sweet, but you know, Boros. All right, see you for the next match. All right, we are playing against Blue Man 7, and we won the die roll, so of course we'll go first. This hand looks completely insane. We will keep. Turn 1, Ajani. Turn 2, Deathgreater's Champion. So yeah, pretty nice. Okay, Mox Jet, and go into Ajani. Then on the following turn, we can go Deathgreater's Champion, give backup to the Ajani, I guess. Oh, that's nice too. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we just go Deathgreater's Champion. I prefer to dash it, but at the same time, I mean, this is probably just better. We do this. Let's put it on the cat, because then that incentivizes them to kill the cat, which would flip Ajani. They take 7 here. They go to 13. Not bad for a turn 2. We're also playing against a Boros opponent. Amped Raptor into a Braid. Very nice. I wonder what they kill. They kill Ajani. That makes a lot of sense. All right, we get a Guide of Souls. We cannot Guide of Souls plus Council's Judgment. We could Chandra here. The Amped Raptor also blocks the Ajani quite nicely. Kind of like, if we're gonna, we don't have a Surveil land, do we? We would have to get white anyway. Yeah, it's probably just Chandra down tick on this thing and then smack for a bunch. Let's not be too, we don't have to be too complicated here. Do that. Have to get the white because we want to be able to Council's Judgment something. And then we go red, Chandra into down tick on the Amped Raptor, smack for 7. They go to 6. They're dead next turn. And then whatever they play, we can... Ooh, Fable. Yep, okay. So we Council's Judgment. They're dead. Very fun and riveting gameplay. I guess might as well uptick first. Actually, might as well 1, 2, 3, 4. We might as well just like Chandra as well. So add double red. Do this just in case they have something. Council's Judgment away, the Goblin Shaman, and the Concede. Okay, so that was probably just like a play versus draw discrepancy thing. Their deck also seems very good. We also had the Mox, so we just got to like supercharge our start into a quick victory. But now we are in a little bit more trouble. So on the draw, I think we can cut Elspeth, bring in a Wandering Emperor, and I want to bring in a Screaming Nemesis. I would probably bring that in over, honestly, I might bring it in over Lelia, which sounds kind of crazy, but if we're on the draw, then it seems pretty unlikely that our Lelia is going to be able to get in for a clean attack. And the card advantage is nice, but honestly, using Screaming Nemesis as a way to block and then like use it as a removal spell for another card that they have is pretty good. This hand's a little fair, but I think we keep. I mean, Voice of Victory is good. They play a turn 1 Darcy, sure. Ooh, Surveil Land, nice. Okay, Surveil Land into Chain Lightning. I think I do keep that. We just need to kill their stuff. It gets a little awkward though, because we need to draw like land 4. Okay, they're just gonna attack me. We'll be mana efficient here. We're just gonna play out the Voice of Victory, because currently we're not too scared of whatever they're doing. Okay, Flame Slash, whatever, that's fine. We have the Chain Lightning to deal with that. Okay, here they come. Ooh, Mox Pearl was a great draw. So, what do I want to do? Oh, actually, here's what we do. We go, okay, Mox, Chandra, Uptick, Chain Lightning, I think. Seems good. And they also cannot Chain Lightning me back. They don't have double red. So we add red, Chain Lightning the Darcy. They cannot Chain Lightning me back, which is good. Ooh, Ephemerate on the Darcy. That's not bad at all. Okay, solid. Solid play by the opponent. But we have a Chandra. We have a Chandra at 5, which is pretty good. The Ephemerate's interesting. Not typically a card I like to play in my aggressive decks, but certainly is good here. Okay, well, I have no other plays, so we will pass the turn. Okay, so they're not going to well, maybe they Ephemerate just to get the, okay, they're not. I assume they have a way to get Delirium. Perhaps. What do we got? We got Delayed Blast Fireball. Does this deal damage to Planeswalkers? No. Interesting. They just wanted the Delirium here. Okay, interesting. All right, so honestly, I kind of like just smacking them for a billion. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could Fourth Aerlingus for 4. I think I like doing this. So we'll add double red. And then we'll start with a Council's Judgment. Can't really do anything about this. Yeah, get rid of that. If their last card is Mana Tithe, that kind of sucks. But we're going to play this anyway. Okay, no Mana Tithe. Perfect. Then next turn, we just uptick Chandra, play a giant Fourth Aerlingus, and then that should be seal the deal. Unless they play something ridiculous. Okay, they are not playing something ridiculous. All right, we're just going to do this. And then we're going to uptick to get more mana. And then they didn't have Mana Tithe last time. I am just going to go full power here. And then this is just so much damage. And I get the Monarchy and stuff. They don't even have the Delayed Blast Fireball anymore, which would have been really good here. They take, what, 16? Okay. We draw Mox Jet for turn. Good luck, opponent. Yeah, and they just concede. All right. We just got off to, like, crazy starts. And I think they use that Delayed Blast Fireball a little haphazardly. Like, we probably would have been in a really bad spot if we had played into it. But anyway, yeah. On to the next. All right, we're playing against Spoon Donkey in the finals. We won 3 out of 3 die rolls. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. This hand kind of sucks. Actually, it's okay. I think we keep, because it's not broken or anything, but they also mold a 6. That doesn't really matter. We have the turn 1 Surveil, turn 2 Interaction, turn 3 Threat. So it's really like we have like an 8-card hand, kind of, because it's 2 cards, right? 1, 2. So we're gonna go with that. So Commercial District, and we've been a land, which is nice. Next turn we can go like Plateau. Ooh, Thoughtseize? No Thoughtseize. All right, we're just gonna go to their turn. Swamp Cycle. Ooh, okay. This could be a situation where they reanimate something. That would not be great. Hopefully they just play like a 2-drop. Dark Ritual. All right, that's pretty good. It's scary. What do you got? Animate Dead the Causet Doom. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I don't really mind. I don't really mind that at all. Do I care about Bone Crusher Gianting? Oh, never mind. They gave me a target. Perfect. So now we get to stomp the Dothy Voidwalker, and then we get to... we don't have... Okay. This is what, 5/5? Yeah, we just Council's Judgment this. We play the Plains, Council's Judgment, and then we get rid of the Troll. Now, next turn, we... I imagine 4th Aerlingus. We'll see. It depends. Maybe they play something we can kill with a Chain Lightning. Which is possible. They were probably banking on that. I imagine they kept the hand on the strength of the Animate Dead Troll thing. But they could still have something. Ooh, Necromancy the Dothy Voidwalker? Sure. Alright. Well, let's just go ahead and Unholy Heat that away for good. So we'll Unholy Heat this away. Yes. I could just play Bone Crusher Giant. I think I'd rather get the 4th Aerlingus just to... The way we win this game is by drawing a lot of cards. This specifically loses to the card Snuff Out. But if they don't have Snuff Out, we're looking pretty good. Okay, I just want the Monarchy. It seems very unlikely that they'll be able to take the Monarchy from me, you know? Okay, and they concede. Perfect. All right, we are speedrunning this trophy, man. Against Reanimator. So, I don't really have... Okay, we can definitely do the whole Wandering Emperor thing again. Ghost Vacuum? Oh, of course, obviously. Screaming Nemesis, no. Ephemerate, no. Touch of Spirit Realm, yes. So, we'll bring in these 3 cards. We'll bring out the... Yeah, let's get this in frame, I think. Hold on a sec. Let's make this cleaner. Cleaner for your viewing pleasure. All right. So we got this. So we'll bring in these 3 cards. We can bring out the Elspeth. We can bring out the... I think they have a lot of... The Dothy Voidwalker dying to like Burst Lightning and Chain Lightning and stuff is kind of important. Could be Lelia. Could be Chandra. I think Chandra can go. It's like fine, but I think it's a little too fair. It doesn't quite go fast enough to go under them, and it doesn't quite deal with their big stuff. So it's just like in that awkward middle space that I think we can get rid of. Elspeth is sort of, kind of goes a little bit above and beyond, but it's cost 5 mana, which is the problem. So we can cut these for sure. And let's see. Last cut. I like Fiery Confluence. I mean, we're trying to kill them, right? We're trying to kill them fast and also interact with their big stuff. So it could... No, Flame Slash is okay against like their Dothy Voidwalkers of the world. If they get an early Reanimator thing, that could be bad. Deathbreeder's Champion's not bad. Maybe it's just Chainlight now. Maybe it's just Flame Slash. I think it's just Flame Slash. And then we go from there. I think this hand... I think this deck looks a lot better now. The Flame Slash, it can kill the Dothy Voidwalkers of the world, but it doesn't kill the Trolls. It doesn't kill a lot of stuff. This hand's unfortunate. It's really close to a keep if one of these lands was a Plains, but that's not the case. I don't think we can keep this in good conscience. It's better. We can keep this. Put back a mountain. Now we can go either turn 1 Giver of Runes. Oh, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Interesting. Okay. Now I'm probably going to bring the Flame Slash back in. All right. Anyway, so we're going to go Mountain, Mox Jet, FOMO, away, something. Probably the... not the Savannah. It could just be the Reign of Glory, to be honest. I think it's Arena of Glory. I don't think that's going to really do too much for us. Okay. So we have a FOMO. Very interesting. They could go like Troll Reanimate here, possibly, which would be a little annoying. Okay, what do we got? We've got Blood Tithe Harvester. Solid card. Solid card. Ooh, Bone Crusher Giant. Excellent draw. So we do this. We go Bone Crusher Giant on the Blood Tithe Harvester. So they have a lot more cheap creatures than I thought. Very interesting. They probably just have like a Reanimator backup plan of some kind. Attack them for 2 here. Yes. Okay. Giver of Runes. Get out there. Giver of Runes deployed. So their deck's interesting. All right. Demonic Tutor. Ooh, that's scary. Don't like that. They can get anything they want. I wonder what they get. Could be like a fatal put. I don't know. I don't know what they want at this point. I'm a little concerned at what their deck is doing. I'm a little confused too. Maybe they have like Entomb, Reanimate, Archon of Cruelty, and that would be pretty bad. We do have answers. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Also, I have to be careful because if the Darcy somehow grows to a 3/3, then Chain Lightning. Okay, that's helpful. I like that. So let's just go ahead and Chain Lightning this now before they do anything weird. Okay, go to combat. I think we just attack with FOMO. We want to keep the Giver of Runes back to protect. And then we just play out the Bone Crusher Giant. I still don't know what they Demonic Tutor for, which is kind of a little concerning. Okay, they just discard. Ooh, Atraxa. All right, well, that explains what they got. If they just go... if it's Reanimate. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not good. But we have the answer for this. So now we just get to see what they hit. Hopefully it's bad. All right. Oh god, they have life death again. Luckily we get to smack them for a lot of damage before they get back the Atraxa. So we'll see what they get. I imagine they get Badlands, Dothy Voidwalker, either Bone Shards or life death. Sedge, no. Oh, they have Exhume as well. It's up to them. They got Badlands, Bone Shards, Lotus Petal, and Sedgemoor Witch. So they specifically did not get either of the reanimation cards. So they got reanimation. So they got Badlands, Bone Shards. So they did not get Life Death. They did not get. They got Sedgemoor Witch too. They got Bone Shards instead. Lotus Petal, I assume, yeah. And no Carnage Interpreter, no Exhume. So now we're just looking really nice. We get to kill the Necromancy. And are they going to Bone Shard something away? I imagine they are. Possibly. Oh, well, we have the Giver of Runes. Wait, that was such a weird choice. That might have been a misclick. I feel like they wanted to get a Reanimator spell. I don't know. It's really weird. Okay. Ooh, Spyro. Not bad. That's going to be good to rebuild. But for right now, we just obviously go Witch Enchanter. Hopefully perfect. All right. See ya. See ya, Atraxa. All right. Go to combat. Attack for 6. They go to 10. We are looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not lethal next turn, but possibly. Okay, Badlands out. They could have the infinite combo with Sedgemoor Witch. That could be an answer. I could see that. Lotus Petal played. Animate. Oh, God. All right, they did. I guess they had one in hand. That's why they didn't do that. Okay, Animate Dead. Pretty good. All right, so they still have Bone Shards. Yikes. A lot of good cards here. Emperor Bones. Get rid of at least 2 of these swamps. Again, up to them what they want to pick. We don't have another answer in hand currently. We could draw an answer with the Spyro, so that's possible. We'll see. We don't quite have... We don't have enough on board to present lethal if we can just like temporarily deal with the Atraxa. Like if we draw the Touch the Spirit Realm off of the Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Sedgemoor Witch. Sedgemoor Witch is out there. What did they get? They got Triplicate Titan, Swamp, Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer, and Dark Ritual. So no Corpse Dance. They got Dark Ritual, though. Emperor Bones. They got... Wait. They got Ragavan? Oh, yeah, they got Ragavan. Okay. Dark Ritual. No Inti. They got that. All right. Sedgemoor Witch in play. I assume this is going to be a Dark Ritual effect. Oh, Bone Shards. Discarding the Triplicate Titan makes sense. What are they targeting? Yep, that makes sense too. All right. Well, can't save it. All right, we're in some trouble here. Let's see what we can do. Mountain. Don't like that. I guess we just play it. And 1, 2, 3. Spyro, draw 2 cards. Which is not bad. Come on, something good. Fourth Aerlingus and Wandering Emperor. Oh, this thing has Vigilance, huh? That's rough. Okay. Not a fan of what's going on right now. I think we just don't think we get past this one. Opponent's deck is pretty cool. So let's see what they do here. They still have the Dark Ritual in hand. Okay, there's a Swamp. Right. Okay, Dark Ritual played. Did they play Swamp for turn? They did. So I know they have Ragavan, which is... Ragavan feels like a weird choice to get, but let's see. 6 mana, Troll. Yeah, okay, their board's really strong. This Atraxa is the main problem, of course. Okay, we're going to take a bunch of damage. Wandering Emperor doesn't really do anything here. Play Ragavan, sure. Alright. Draw a good card? What if I just make a bunch of little bodies? Does that do anything? We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 4 bodies. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, that's not great. That is not a great situation. I think I'm just supposed to pass. I think I just have to find the... What's it called? I have to find... Touch the Spirit Realm or something? Or something that deals with this Atraxa and fast. Because otherwise they're going to gain way too much life. I'm not a fan of. Snuff out targeting the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. That's fine. Bone Crusher Giant down. So they do have Snuff out in the deck. That is good to know. 7 mana from the opponent. Okay, everything's coming in, which I think we should be... Hold on. Should be okay. We triple block this. We take, what, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that is death, huh? We can just exile the troll. Seems good. Yeah, let's just make sure that happens first. So, Wandering Emperor, exile the troll, go to blocks. It doesn't seem like they have anything, so we block here, we block there, we block here. Actually, we'll switch that because we want the Spyro in the graveyard. Not great, but... Oh, does this have Menace? Oh, God. All right, I guess we do this then. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coming at us. At least we keep all our creatures. We go to 6, they go to 16. I don't think we can push enough damage. If we draw answer right... Oh, Council's Judgment, perfect. All right, I was going to say, if we draw that exactly, we're looking pretty strong. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, pretty good. Okay, Council's Judgment. Pick Atraxa. Okay. And then we go Wandering Emperor on... I think I have to hold back this turn, unfortunately. So I could just make a 2/2 here. I think I like making a 2/2. Or do I like putting a counter on something? I think probably just kill stuff. I think I'll just make a 2/2. I think that's fine. I think we just maybe we can attack with like one thing. Attack with like, are we blocking with FOMO? No, so we could just like attack. Oh, I also wait. I get an extra combat. Oh my god, I forgot about that with the Wandering Emperor. Whoops. Okay, let's think about it. So we can deal what 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. Yeah, we might just attack. We might just attack once with FOMO vigilantly, and then the problem is, let's see, the Sedgemoor Witch can. We need to push lethal. I think we can attack with 2 things. Do this. Do that. Untap the. Untap the Witch Enchanter. Okay, now they get another combat. Are we gonna attack with the Witch Enchanter? That's the question. How do we lose? We know no cards in their hand. If we're pushing, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 4, so that's 8, 9, 10, and we get an extra combat too. I think we don't take the risk. I'm pretty sure we just hang back, relax, sip a latte, and then next turn we make a ton of bodies, and then hopefully we do not die. That is the goal. The only way I could see us losing is some sort of weird Sedgemoor Witch thing. Oh no, Lily, why? Oh god. Oh wait, they're just making me sack a creature? What? Wait a minute. Hold. Sack Spyro? Okay. Hold on. I think we're okay here. They have 1 card in hand, but like, oh, we should be fine. I think that'll do it. Okay. Do I take the risk and like shock myself? No, that can't be right. Because what are the odds they have exactly Fire Blast in hand or a Burst Light? Ooh, Burst Lightning. I should play around Burst Lightning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is like more than enough. 6 with double combat steps should be okay. Okay, here we go. And then we make 4 bodies. Let's go. 3-0 trophy. A little bit of a trophy speed run almost. All right, got the 3-0. Very exciting. Let's take another quick look at the deck before we sign off today. That was a sick one. We started off with the Pack 1 Pick 1 Minsc and Boo, which ironically we never saw in the entire league, which is very funny. But we were starting to look a little bit red-green, but then eventually we were just pivoting into red-white. A lot of great interaction. We had the Moxen for broken, busted starts. We had a good sideboard plan with like Wandering Emperor, Touch the Spirit Realm, but then in game 1, you just kind of play some guys, get some pressure on the board, finish them off with a Fiery Confluence. We also never saw the Fiery Confluence. There's a lot of cards we never saw, but Fourth Aerolingus, of course, big all-star. Elspeth did some work too. We never got to do the Ajani Bombardment thing either. So there's a lot of like fun things that this deck had that we just did not get to do. But hey, I mean, sometimes you just got to kill them, and that is all it goes. And yeah, I appreciate the... All right, so thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I also stream occasionally on Twitch at twitch.tv/agentscone. So again, thank you guys all for watching. Bye.